to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Deshaun Watson and the Chicago Bears versus Aaron Rodgers and the Minnesota Vikings set to kick off.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Rodgers found.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The time, I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
In your face!
Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Austin Seibert for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
25-yard.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson as the Bears push further out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
3rd and 15.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
To the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Watson. That one complete to Hill. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan, so matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good.
On first down, Watson. And going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Vikings.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down. And 5 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Being chased out left. And James has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Nice third down. Conversion and even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Bears add on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Austin Seibert set to kick.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to take it right down Broadway. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Seibert on for the PAT. He missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Let's go. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. Over the middle, complete. That's James. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So we've reached, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Vikings 10.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 19 yards away. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple flag.
And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll decide. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. My 52.
There's a nice move. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Rodgers now on first down. A quick pass to Kupp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
15-yard line.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To Cooper.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bears 72.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Escaping the pressure right. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And going deep for Hill. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Finding the end zone yet again. As his guys can...
Well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Chris Jones on the stop.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down, Vikings.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Travis Fulgham. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown!
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember Talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point, hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by one more.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they throw the pitch here. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Rodgers throwing after the interception. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Vikings.
From the gun, Rodgers will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
Facing
8.
a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's got this down to the 35.
Pass complete to Adam Shaheen.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers again now. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Watson's pass intercepted by the Vikings.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And 3.
Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 yards.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Intercepted by the
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
At the Bears,
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
5 yards to go.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Final score, Bears